What's up, everybody? You're on here on SnowRunner today. We're doing a little deliveries to the quarry. I'm actually sitting in the quarry because I just finished up a mission which actually promoted me. So you can see here I'm level 10 now, which is woo. I don't play SnowRunner quite as much as I did when I first got it, but I'm still still playing it some. But anyway, yeah, we're at level 10 now, which I know unlocks some other stuff on some of these trucks. I'll be excited to kind of see some of that. And we're still going forward on Michigan. You can see I'm at 64% now, which I think mainly what's left is just these contracts and stuff. You can see here where I've checked off quite a few of those. Actually, let's see. This one right here is the one I'm about to do. So the local quarry is still having trouble. The main road that connects them to the town is completely shot, and we can't get vehicles in there. Get them what they need, and we'll be sure to reward you. So we got to deliver some concrete slabs and consumables, I think. Let's look. No, service spare parts. Okay, so concrete slab times 1, and then service spare parts. So what we'll do is we'll go get this concrete slab, get it delivered back to the core because it's not very far, and then we'll look at let's see, the service spare parts is way over here near the garage, so that'll be a good little haul there. Not too bad, but it's a pretty good little haul. Okay, so let's get the truck fired up. Let's see if we can get out of here. I need to repair this truck too, because the last time I was playing I was just kind of driving pretty quickly and wasn't really, being careful as to avoiding rocks and other stuff, and my suspension's kind of shot. And you can see in the bottom left down there, I got about half my suspension left. Okay, so real quickly, I want to jump into a topic before we, get too far along in the video and people start tuning out and whatever. If you are following me on Facebook, you probably saw something last night, or well, it'd be last night for me. I guess that'd be Monday night, or sometime Tuesday, about this. Unity movement in the farming simulator community for stopping the leaks and all that stuff, and I 100% support that. Now, like I said in my Facebook post, if you happen to see that, I have not had that happen to me because I don't normally give out my maps to folks. I've got a couple of folks that I have in the past let look at my maps early, just because I feel like I could trust them and they wouldn't leak the mods. In fact, one of them is in this movement also. So anyway, what this is about is, so it's mostly a movement for change, because if you are members of a group, and let's say, I don't know, let's just do no Patreon at the moment. So you're a member of this group, and you've been given access to this map ahead of time, for testing purposes or whatever. Some people out there are taking that map and they're putting it on mod sites, or they're making edits and calling it their own and then putting it out there in an effort to, I don't know, I guess get attention, get notoriety, to be first with putting it out there. Haha, look what I've got. I've got the map, or I've got the vehicle, or whatever it is. And so that's got to stop. So let's see, concrete slab's what we needed, right? Yep, concrete slab. Okay. Concrete slab. There we go. And some people I've seen after this movement started Monday night was that they're making the comments, well, the modders shouldn't put them out there for people to download. Well, you almost kind of have to, because it's very hard to catch everything, by yourself, especially when you got a map with a lot of stuff on there. Sell points, fields. I mean, just all the stuff that goes into the um, the map itself. It's hard to test all that by yourself, and so a lot of folks, that if you are on their Patreon, subscribe as a Patreon, they'll put mods up there that you can beta test, and they're hoping for feedback. And to me, that's not the problem. The problem is the people that are dishonest and will take those mods and put them out there. I mean, that's just wrong. I mean, when somebody trusts you with a mod to test, or to evaluate whatever, they expect you not to leak it anywhere, and that's got to be frustrating for those folks that do that. That have mods that are in effect stolen. Not really stolen, but just leaked out there ahead of time when the mods aren't even finished yet. A lot of times. So a lot of times, what you'll find is, you'll see, oh my goodness, look at this. Here's a tractor I wanted to try out. This is an awesome tractor. So you download it from some sketchy mod site or whatever, and then it ends up being buggy. It doesn't work. And you look at it and you say, okay, well, this is such and such's mod. They're a pretty reputable modder. Why doesn't this work? Well, the mod's been leaked. It's not finished yet. So, the folks that do that are bringing the community down big time, and it's a pretty nasty, community. I mean, it's people beg for mods. The console players. I can't tell you how many times I've had emails, direct messages on Facebook, Discord, whatever. Is this coming to console? Well, it just gets old after a while. Just the constant begging for mods and stuff, and not so much in my experience, but I have seen it in other places. So it's, I don't know, something's got to change, and there's no good way of handling it either, unless all the mods, I really don't know how we're going to fix this. The main thing to me is, if you're going to put a mod up somewhere, or no, I guess I should back up. If you're going to download a mod, you need to make sure it's either from the official Giants mod hub, or that particular modder's Facebook page, web page, whatever. And where in the world am I taking this? Deliver to the quarry. Concrete slab. Oh, I need to activate it. I guess that would make sense. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so just make sure that you're downloading the mod from, a legitimate place. Alright, now we need service spare parts ×2. And that's the big thing, is just making sure that, you're downloading it from the correct place, and not some sketchy website where you don't know where it came from. I can't tell you how many times I've seen where somebody is posting something in a group, and they're saying, well, it doesn't work like it's supposed to, and I'm getting this error message or whatever, and somebody will say, well, where'd you download it from? And they're not downloading it from the correct place. They're getting it from some website, mod site, whatever, and who knows where that came from. So I don't know. It all comes down to a person's respect for other people. That's what it boils down to. Because I mean, you can you know, you can put your trust in people, and 90 something percent of the time, possibly, they're not gonna screw you over. But then there's those few people that just don't care, and that's what we're trying to weed out. There's some known people, and trust me, your name gets around. If you're listening right now and you're a mod leaker, or you're a mod stealer, or whatever, your name's out there. We know who you are, and so it's a problem we need to fix, and that's what that's all about. So what does that mean for me and Farming Simulator? Well, I'm going to continue to work on maps. I'm not going to quit. In fact, I've got 3 maps going right now in various stages of, actually make that 4 maps right now for Farming Simulator 19. They're in various stages of completion, because sometimes I'll get an idea and I just have to run with it to see, is it feasible, is it going to work, and I just get excited about that particular map. So if you're wondering where in the world Ransom Ridge is, I've been working on it for, I don't know, over a year now, I think. Well, I just, I'll work on it for a little while, then I'll put it down, and I'll get excited about working on something else, and then I'll go do that for a while, and then I'll quit completely for a while, and just, I'll just kind of jump around. But Ransom Ridge is nearly finished, and in fact, probably what I'm going to do, I'm not really sure what the end goal of this modders Unity movement thing is. So I don't know when Ransom Ridge is going to get released, and that's sort of the point of our movement, is to try to stop these leakers and whatever by just not putting mods out there. I know that sucks for people, but when I thought about joining the movement, I was like, okay, I'm either going to be all in or I'm going to be all out. There's no really in between. And some of the folks that are on that list are some really good modders, and I don't know, just the Farming Simulator community in general just needs to change. So I'm like, I'm all in on this, and so I'm not going to be releasing any of my maps for Farming Simulator. I don't know, for the indefinite future. We'll see how it works out, but for right now, that's my thoughts on it. So, and you'll probably see me do some videos with the new maps, but unfortunately, until some kind of solution happens, I probably will not put them up for public download. Now, some people were asking about bare rock logging and the plantation for console, and I guess those are still in the works. I mean, the goal here, I think, is to, if you're going to put a mod up, I'd say put it up on Mod Hub. But and I know that bare rock's already been submitted to Giants. AW Modding sent that up there. They sent back a message to him that they weren't going to put it up there for some reason or another, and we're still trying to figure out why that is. And the plantation's ready to go to Giants Mod Hub, but I think he's waiting to see what Bare Rock's going to do first. So, I guess the plans for putting those on console and Mod Hub and whatever are still there. We just got to figure out, what we need to do to get them on there. So, I mean, there's going to be a pretty good shortage of new mods on Farming Simulator for quite a while, because there's a pretty good list of folks that are in this movement for change, and we got to figure something out. And gosh, it may end up having to be that Giants has to step in and figure something out, because we need some way of, I guess maybe tracking where these mods are going or where they came from or something, so that we'll know who leaked it and we can ban them from the whatever. It would almost have to be, I don't know. Of course, there's when it comes to digital things, you know, there's lots of ways around lots of things. I was gonna say that there almost needs to be a website where you could go, but you'd have to log in to download it. But that's not really gonna solve anything. I mean, okay, I hope I don't lose my load whenever I go in here, because I need to repair this thing. Oh, it's still in there. Good. Okay. Okay, so we are fully restored, so let's leave and head out. Because, I mean, then all you got to do is just make a false profile and you just go download it, and then you're right back at square one. So I don't know. It's definitely a challenge when it comes to the digital world, because there are so many ways around it. I mean, you can just make a false profile. You can, I mean, it just takes one person, really, is all it does. I mean, one person to grab the file, and then it's out there for the world. I mean, that's unfortunately how it is in the digital world. So I don't know what the solution is. It's gonna have to come to people's respect for other people. I mean, basically what it boils down to is your attitude has to change. It's not okay to take somebody's work who has spent hours and hours on this thing for basically nothing. I mean, some people, you know, make some money off YouTube. Some people, why am I stuttering here? You know, some people just don't care about other people's work, and they take it for their own. They don't give credit, all that. Yeah, that's the stuff that's got to change. Okay, I don't know what is going on with this this game here. I'm getting some stuttering. Never had that happen before. My computer just updated to a new version of Windows or something, so I wonder if that's got anything to do with it. Okay, yeah, I did go across the dam, didn't I? But yeah, like I said, I'm not going to quit making maps for Farming Simulator. It just might be that whenever I get them finished, you'll see them in my videos, but you won't be able to download them just yet. Actually, I need to talk to some folks and see kind of what the end goal of this whole Unity movement is, and you know, when, I don't know, because I want to get my maps out there. I mean, so many people have been wanting Ransom Ridge. I want to be able to provide it, but I want to do it when it's time to do it, you know. And I know a lot of people are going to be disappointed in all this, because on top of everything that's going on right now, there's no new mods, or not many new mods coming out for Farming Simulator. But you know, this has to change. People's attitudes got to change. Some people's attitudes have to change. And for those of you that, you know, are doing the right thing and not leaking mods and not taking credit for other people's work and stuff like that, I know it sucks for you guys, but you know, this is needing to happen. You know, who was Sid Modding, SIID Modding, makes some really awesome, you know, John Deere stuff mainly is what I've seen. You know, combines and stuff like that. And I think one of his got leaked or something, and he almost quit. And then everybody's like, "No, we got your back," and this and that. And he decided to step back into the ring, but he's one of the ones that's going private now until something changes. And Giants better take note too, because you know, yeah, their game is pretty cool without the mods, but the modders add so much to the game, and I worry that if Giants doesn't take notice and help us do something about this, then I don't know. It could affect them somehow, in some way. I mean, Farming Simulator 19's been out a while, and you know, I'm sure they're not hurting for money or anything. But what if this movement continues into the next Farming Simulator game? And let's say you download or you know, purchase the game, expecting there to be mods, and there are none, or not many. Wouldn't that suck? So there's been talk about extending this over into the next Farming Simulator game, whenever that happens to be. I saw that, just to make everybody pay attention and make Giants pay attention. Be like, hey, you know, in Farming Simulator 22 or 23 or whatever it's going to be called, who knows, there's not going to be any mods, or not many. I bet that makes some people, you know, not want to buy the game. So I don't know. We'll see what happens. But all right, still got a ways to go though. Cool. All right. Well, we're closing in on 30 minutes. So I think what I may do is let's see what we got here. That's not where I want to go. Here's where I want to go. Let's go over here. Oh, fuel order. Dyson Diesel. Now that the quarry is back in operation, we need to clear out all the old equipment and move it to the warehouse. Right now, I barely have enough room to move. Please make this a priority. Deliver to the warehouse. Cargo container ×2. Oh, we're already right there. Okay, cool. So let's accept that. And I guess pick that up. Oh, it's 2 of them. It can only fit 1 in here. Okay, well that'll work. That'll work. We'll come back for another one. Okay, let's get out of here. Yeah, I know the worst part of any new Farming Simulator game is the very beginning of when the game comes out, because there are no new mods yet. That's really the worst part of the game for me, because you're like, oh, we had all these cool things in 17, now 19's out and we have nothing. You know, some of the first mods that get converted usually are some pretty basic, simple stuff, and then all the really cool toys come out later. But imagine if you were downloaded to the next Farming Simulator game and you were stuck with all the in-game stuff. Wouldn't that suck? So that's, you know, what we're hoping to avoid, but we'll see how everything plays out. Deliver to the warehouse. Alright, so we need to go back out to the main road and follow the twisty windy place all the way up to there. Okay. This is a really cool truck. I've been enjoying. Whoa, that was almost. Oh, almost tipped it over. Yeah, this Western Star truck, this older Western Star truck, that's super nice. Okay, so those of you still watching that are listening that haven't tuned out already, let's talk about my farming simulator projects. Okay, so of course you know I got Ransom Ridge logging and construction going. Been working on that for over a year. That's nearly done. I've got to finish up some trees. Then I've got to do a little bit of work on those trees as far as the clip distances, because I didn't set something right whenever I first copy pasted them in there, so I got to fix that. I know how to do it, just got to fix it. I do have one error that I don't know if I'm gonna be able to figure out. I'm getting an error message about the ground type mapping, and it's got something to do with the ground textures, and I may try a couple things later on to fix that, and we'll see if that works. I'm hoping it does, because from what I understand, if you are getting that error, then you can't put placeables on the ground, which would really suck in case you wanted to put something down there. So I got to get that fixed, and I'm going to try a couple things, see if that works. Then let's see, I've got to do the sawmill, the production sawmill. I'm trying to figure out how to, so I've got a sawmill downloaded, and it's all in one zip file with a bunch of other buildings inside that zip file, so I need to figure out a good way to place those. I may just end up having to unzip that main zip file and put the individual buildings in there, and then place each individual building as a separate default item, which I think that would work. I did get some global company stuff working on Ransom Ridge, so I know it works. I know how to do it now. And what that is there's a gravel pit kind of in the well, let's see, it's towards one of the corners of the map, I think, but big gravel pit, and so you'll be able to load up some gravel, and there'll be a sand pit also. You'll have to go download some sand, or harvest some sand, and then you truck it back to the gravel pit. There's a concrete factory there that you can put in sand and gravel, and it makes concrete. So that'll be fun. You can either sell the concrete or use it, to pave a road or whatever. It'd be kind of cool. Fill in some holes, whatever. Or I guess you could use the gravel or the sand to do that too. But at the town, there's going to be a basically universal sell point where you can sell dirt, gravel, whatever. I mean, you can sell anything there. That's at the lumber store. So that'd be kind of cool. You can load up your trucks and truck it over there and sell it, or make concrete and use it or sell that. Okay, and so there's two other maps that are brand new that I'm working on. I just had ideas to do it, so I've been working on them. One of them I started quite a while back, probably even before Ransom Ridge, and it's nothing special, I guess. It is something different, so I may get back on that one. Maybe, I don't know. I may that one may not get finished. I don't know, because I got a couple others that I know that I want to do, and one of them is a map conversion from Farming Simulator 17, and it is not Dodson logging, so don't get excited about that. But it is I'd say a pretty popular map that I'm surprised nobody's converted over yet. So I'm working on it, and I've got maybe half the trees placed. I've got just about all the textures on the ground, all the grass and stuff. So I'm working on that. And that'll probably be I may even finish that one before I finish Ransom Ridge, to be honest. And so you may see some video gameplay with that map, but until we figure out something with this Unity movement, I may not release that. In fact, probably won't. But anyway, just so you know, I'm working on let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4 maps. 4 maps right now in various stages of completion. Ransom Ridge is, I don't know, I'd say like 95% complete, maybe something like that. It's real close. And this map I'm converting from 17 is, I'd say I'm probably getting close to 50% on that. So it's getting there. All right. So there's half of our load. And I think I'm going to end the video right here. And I'll have to, I'm probably going to drive back over there and get another load and start coming back this way just so I can get a good screenshot. But yeah, that'll be it for today. And so like I said, I would encourage you to go to my Facebook page if you Facebook and, you know, read what this movement's all about for Farming Simulator, and just kind of get, you know, to be aware of what's going on. And I hope you understand that, you know, could be some delay in maps and other mods and stuff until we figure out something with this. But anyway, thanks for watching. We'll catch you next time. Have a good one.